Hey, Shalom Akim. First and foremost, want to give all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
Double honor to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone. Shalom to the sincere brethren out there pushing this word and to you sincere listeners. You know, so we the brothers in the San Francisco camp. I'm their brother Quanah Waf, and with me,
I'm the brother Shamar.
Wagabar.
Nah.
Yeah, we just wanted to do a lesson in the spirit. You know, it's pretty much going to be open forum. You know, so we just pretty much going to let the spirit roll. You know, whatever topic comes to mind. You know, whatever topic the spirit sends. You know, we're going to go into it. We can start off with let's get Genesis 27 and 41.
Okay.
Somebody get Ezekiel the 35th chapter.
This Genesis 27 and 41. And it says, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him.
That's right. When you read the scriptures with and you understand, you know, who Esau is, which Esau is the so-called white man, the red Hebrew Edomite. Okay? It says Esau hated Jacob. Who's Jacob? The so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American. Okay? And that's the reason why he set the society up in the manner that he did. Okay? Just completely oppressing you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Keep going.
And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob.
And that's what he's been doing. Okay, that's the whole MO of the red Hebrew Edomite. He wants to kill you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. That's the reason why you get shot down in the street. Well, there's a video that just came out of this cop, him purposefully jumping in front of a car that a so-called black man was driving and shooting at him. Put him to death, man. You know? And he used that as justification. Oh, he's trying to hit me with the car. But the cop, he first of all, he started shooting him from the driver's side. Then he motioned and moved in front of the car to justify him putting that man to death, man. Now, why was that in the spirit of that cop, who was a red Hebrew Edomite, by the way? Because that man that got shot is an Israelite. Okay? The so-called white man has a deep hatred for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And the only thing that goes through his mind is how he can put you to death, man. That's what's constantly in his mind. Okay? Now, some of these Edomites, they know how to suppress it more than others, man. But that's always in the recesses of their minds. Okay? And Jake still hasn't come to terms about the truth of this situation, man. Oh, there's still some good ones. No, they're not all like that. They're all like that, man. They're all trying to kill you. Okay? On that?
I had a quick research.
Okay.
It's Sirach 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy, for as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
Yeah, so you're not supposed to trust your enemy, man. You're not supposed to trust the red Hebrew Edomite. Now, you ain't got to go out on your day-to-day, you know, bugging out. Oh, is this one trying to kill me? Is he going to kill me? Nah, you move in the spirit, man. You know? You got to be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove while you're moving throughout the society, man. But what's in the recesses of the mind of the red Hebrew Edomite is that if they had the opportunity, they would kill you, man. Okay? You read that again?
It says, Sirach 12 and 10, never trust thine enemy.
Yeah, so you're not supposed to trust the red Hebrew Edomite. Okay? You're not supposed to be buddy-buddy with him. Okay? You're not supposed to, you know, sit down and get comfortable with him. Okay? There was another account, and I did a video on it probably like last month. It was a Jake that got set up by some red Hebrew Edomites, man. They thought that he stole a PlayStation 4. Okay, so what they do, they set him up. They told him to come over to the house and kick it with him. They was going to go to a party, and they murdered him, man. Okay, see, that's what you get when you trust the red Hebrew Edomite. Okay, see, if he was on his guard and he knew that these is Edomites, I ain't going to hang out with them anyway, he wouldn't have died, man. You know, but he lowered his guard. Oh, now they're cool. You know, they wouldn't think about harming me, man. They're just cool guys. They're going to go to a party, you know. That's why the scriptures tell you to never trust your enemy. All right, and who's our enemy? The red Hebrew Edomite. That's our chief enemy, man. Okay, keep going.
Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
Yep.
Though he humble himself and go crouching.
And that's what the red Hebrew Edomite does, man. He humbles himself when he goes crouching. He tries to make you seem like he's all nice. You know, hey, man, hey, you know what's going on? You know?
Yep.
try to be all cordial with you, but in his mind, he thinking about overthrowing you, man. As soon as you let your guard down, he'll overthrow you. He'll destroy you, man. Okay? Keep going.
Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed.
Yeah, you're supposed to take good heed. You're supposed to pay attention to what this devil doing, man. Okay? And always, you can always see the little subtle racism come out of Red Hebrew Edomite, man. It never fails. He gonna say something that's racist. Because he hates you.
Yep.
You know? But since he got a smile on his face, Jake don't really catch it.
Right.
You know? He'll think you're an athlete, you know, or a movie star or something. You know?
Yeah, somebody in a servant capacity. 'Cause even though you might be an athlete and you're held in high regard in America, all right, the Red Hebrew Edomite knows that you're still a servant unto him. That's why when these athletes, when they go against the so-called those organizations, what does Esau do? Burn their jersey. You know, he'll say, "Get out of my town." You know, they'll throw bananas at you when you play soccer. They'll have blogs because they only like you when you're in a servant capacity under them. Even though you might have more money than them, but in the caste system of America, which is not spoken about, you are under the so-called white man. Okay, you Black, Hispanic, Native Americans. Even if you have money, okay, because one thing that you Jakes don't consider is that that money can get taken away from you. Okay, and you can become a homeless. You can become like Jake. You can become like the mass majority of Jake out there. Okay, struggling. Okay, a one-hit wonder, so to speak.
Yeah, and once that happens to you, that love, you know, quote unquote love that Esau had for you is gone, man.
Yeah.
It's really like Haman. You read the story of Haman and Mordecai. Haman was cool with Mordecai until Mordecai didn't bow down to him. You know, so that's the what Esau wants to see you as. Okay, that's the only capacity that he wants to see you. Well, how did our forefather Jacob pacify Esau? He called him Lord.
Yeah.
You know, he said, basically he called himself Esau's servant. You know, to appease him, even though he was over him.
Right.
So Esau, he's okay. Yeah, so I'm over him. All right, I ain't gonna kill him.
And he gave him gifts. He pressed upon him to give him gifts.
Yep.
You know, because the way that he did it, he separated his company because he felt that Esau was going to kill him. You know,
and he would have.
Yeah.
If he wouldn't have did that.
Right. Oh, can I bring that script? That's the spirit. Can I bring this out real quick? Yeah, this is Matthew 10:16. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves.
That's right, and that's what Jacob was doing. He was wise as a serpent. Because if he would have came the other way, because usually when companies travel, the men are in front and the women are in the back with the cattle. You know, the men servants are in the front. Then you have the women, then the children, then the cattle follow. But Jacob, he basically did the opposite. You know, he came last, and the men that were before, the people that were in the front, they gave Esau some cattle and whatnot. You know. Then Esau seen the children, then he seen the women, then he seen Jacob. And then Jacob basically said, you know, look, you're my Lord, you know. So Esau was okay, he gave me gifts, you know. He didn't roll in bold, you know, like he's in control of this place, you know. He was playing that servant capacity, so I'm cool with him, you know. But once you step outside of that, Esau has a problem with you, man. Because that spirit can spread to other Jakes.
I got a quick precept.
Okay.
Proverbs 15:1. A soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger.
That's right. That's straight to the point.
I'll keep going down. It says, the tongue of the wise useth knowledge aright, but the mouth of fools poureth out foolishness.
Yeah, with your words, the reaction you have to certain things. You know? So Jacob would have, hey, look, man, you remember the prophecy. You know? You remember what was told to you. You remember what our father did. You remember the blessing I got. He would have killed him, man.
And he told him, be spiritual, man. Okay, Esau would have got mad.
Yeah.
You try to put him to death, man.
Yeah, that was it on that.
Okay. You got more on Sirach?
Kind of has a little bit more. Back in Sirach 12 and 11, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed, and beware of him.
Yep.
And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass.
Yeah, so basically Esau, he's like playing that, he's trying to supplant Jake now, man. The same way that Jacob came to Esau, he's doing that to us. But in his mind, he ain't just trying to live and exist. He's trying to put us to death.
Yep.
You know? Oh, yeah, hey, man, you know, you guys are cool. You know? You're better than me. Hey, man, you know? Backstab.
Yeah.
You know, once he dropped his guard, man. Just like he did to the so-called Native Americans. All right? He played like he was cool with them, and then he murdered them, man. Okay? Multiple times. All right?
Yeah. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away.
That's right, which that rust represents his wickedness, man. Okay, so he'll try to cover up that rust, but really it's always there. You can't get rid of it. Once iron starts to rust, you can't get rid of it. It's going to eventually consume that whole piece of metal. Okay, so Esau's wickedness is compared to the rust on iron, man. All right, which he just covered up. Okay, he tried to hide it, you know, but it's been there. It's always there, you know, and eventually it's going to retake over that piece of metal, man. So the wickedness is going to come out. Well, get Revelation 12 and 12 and Jeremiah 30 and 7. That wickedness is going to come out. See, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, since you have been in this country, okay, and even more recently, since the Red Hebrew Edomite isn't doing the things that he used to do to you, okay, since he's not, you know, there's no public lynchings going on, you know, there's no KKK ain't getting together and burning crosses and murdering these so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You believe that the Red Hebrew Edomite has changed. Oh, he's not like that anymore. It's not like that. You know, see, I can live in my house. Don't know white people come up and try to kill me. You think because that's not going on that he's changed. He ain't changed, man. Okay, he's still that same devil that he was, really going all the way back to the garden, man. He ain't changed. He got the same spirit on him, man. All right?
I had a quick precept.
Time.
It's Jeremiah 13 and 23. Mm-hmm. Can the Ethiopian change his skin or the leopard his spots?
Yep.
Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil.
Yeah, may ye do good that are accustomed to do evil. And that's all the Red Hebrew Edomite knows. Get Psalms 58 and 3 real quick.
All right here. Psalm chapter 58 and verse 3 says, the wicked are estranged from the womb.
Yeah, the wicked are estranged from the womb. So as soon as these Edomites are born, they wicked, man. They're strange. Okay? They got the spirit of Satan in them. Okay? And there's nothing you can do to change that. All right? Keep going.
So the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
That's right. They go astray from what? The truth. Mm-hmm. Okay? They go completely left as soon as they're born, man. Okay? And an example of that is a video that's on the internet of a little Edomite girl. I guess she ate like some cookies or something. She wasn't supposed to, cookies and cake. Yeah. And she said somebody came in and stole the cookies. You know, and then she said it was a black man.
Yeah.
And her fucking mom started laughing and shit. You know? But see, she's a little girl. Didn't nobody teach her that. She already has it in her mind that Jake's a thief. Jake's a lowlife. Jake's the worst type of people on the planet. You know?
Or like they say, racism is taught.
Yeah.
No. It's innate in Esau.
That's right.
Is when he's born, he looks at Jacob with hatred. Mm-hmm. You know, he wants to kill Jacob because he sees that Jacob, he really envies Jacob.
Okay.
You know, that's why there's so much projection going on in his media about Jake having, you know, dark skin and woolly hair and, you know, the way that Jake's customs and mannerisms. Esau really wants to do that, you know. What you see that today, all the dance moves, all the culture, the fashion, you know, the food. It's all what? It's all centered around Jacob. Well, the scriptures say Jacob is the former of all things.
Yep. Okay.
Yet Esau, he envies that. He envies the blessing that's within Jacob, you know. Well, Esau knows that he's cursed. When Esau looks at himself in the mirror, he doesn't look at himself like a hunk, you know. When the white woman looks at herself in the mirror, she doesn't look at herself as beautiful. She hates herself. They hate themselves. So what they want to do, they want to project it upon Jake, and that's why Jake hates himself. You know, and then any leader that rises up to push a spirit of accepting who you are, they'll kill him.
Okay.
You know. They'll kill him or they'll turn him, one or the other, you know, and put a guy in there that's going, you know, put his hair blonde, you know, put tattoos all over his body, you know, talk about niggas, you know, put that negative connotation, that negative stigma upon Jacob when it should really be upon Esau. Because Jacob is not looking at Esau to kill Esau. Jacob want to be friends.
Yeah.
You know, Esau looking at Jacob, just as we read in Genesis, the 27th chapter. When Esau's born, he wants to kill his brother. Well, if you consider the story of Jacob and Esau, Esau was trying to kill Jacob in the stomach. Okay, so before they even had, you know, before they were able to even look at each other, you know, what a baby's born with, or with the eyes closed. So Esau didn't even look at Jacob. Yet it was in the spirit, it was all set up in the spirit that was that fight that's going to be between Jacob and Esau. Now, well, you brought up the article of at the border.
Yep.
Esau setting up militia groups, actually so-called doing a service, a justice for Americans by the American government by rounding up so-called illegal immigrants.
Yeah.
He's not doing that because he wants to protect America, so to speak. He's doing that out of the hatred he has for Jacob. And that trickles down to all the tribes. Okay,
right.
He's not doing that to Moab, Elam.
Or why he ain't on the northern border? Well, the border
Yep.
between Canada and the United States. There's immigrants that cross that border daily, man, from all different countries of the world, man. But he doesn't do it up there because he don't care about people coming in from up there. He got a problem with the northern kingdom, specifically, in particular. Keep going.
Yep. Psalm 58, Marie 3 again says, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
That's right. That's what they do, man. They have an innate hatred for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans as soon as they're born, man. They're born with it. All right? And that's just how Yahweh Shem Shai set it up. Okay? He said that, told the serpent that he would put enmity between thee and the woman's seed, which the woman represents the nation of Israel. Okay? This is all the Heavenly Father's program, man. You know, this animosity that Jacob and Esau have for each other. The Heavenly Father created that. Good versus evil, man. That's it on that, right? You can finish what you was reading about the Ethiopian and the skin.
This is Jeremiah 13 and 23. Can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leopard his spots?
Yep.
Then may ye also do good that are accustomed. Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil.
Yeah, and the red Hebrew Edomite is accustomed to doing evil, man. And part of his evil is trying to murder the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American. He can't go straight from that, man, because that's how Yahweh Shem Shai programmed him to be. Okay, so he ain't gonna change. That's his MO. All right, that's one of the things he lives for, man. Just destroy Jacob, like that cop that I mentioned. All right, he jumped out in front of the car, okay, so he can murder a so-called Negro, man. And we do that to a fellow Edomite, you know. We do it to a Moabite. Would you do it to Ammon? Hell no.
We do it to a Cushite?
Yeah.
And the other dude, the nigga in Vallejo, who got shot up hella times, they had it on video, like the dude didn't even reach down for the gun or nothing. He literally woke up from sleeping, and then they just aired him out.
Yeah, any like a real cop, if somebody's sleeping, they got a gun next to them, you ain't gonna just fucking stand over them. You gonna go off somewhere and, you know, hide. You gonna stand far off, tell them to wake up. Then you'll start trying to talk to them, man. People that just wake up, they incoherent. They don't know what's going on, man. Then they got the flashlights in his face. It could be he didn't know what the hell going on.
Yeah.
You know, like what the fuck?
Yeah.
But see, that's the red Hebrew Edomite though.
Yeah.
He'll use that as justification for murdering Jake. Oh, see, he scrambled. So I got scared he's gonna get the gun and shoot us, you know. They was plotting on murdering him before he even woke up.
Yeah.
He's like, hey man, when he reaches for a gun, I'm gonna shoot him. I'm gonna kill him, you know? That's Esau, man.
And precept
Okay.
is Psalm 10 and 2. It says, the wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined.
That's right. And what's that ultimate device is that he wants to exterminate all so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. And that's going to come back upon your own head. You the one that's going to get exterminated, man, after you serve your 1,000 years of slavery, you see?
Right. It says, for the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and blesseth the covetous whom the Lord abhorreth. The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, he ain't going to seek after the Heavenly Father, man. Because in his eyes, the Heavenly Father is wicked. Okay? In his eyes, the ways of the Heavenly Father are crooked, man. All right? He knows what's right. Okay? The red Hebrew Edomite. The Most High don't know right from wrong in his eyes, you know? Well, in his eyes, all this creation is off, man. The Most High, he did a botched job, so I got to go over it and fix it, you know?
Yep. It says, the wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after the Most High. Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai is not in all his thoughts. His ways are always grievous.
Yeah, his ways are grievous. Man. Put hell upon you, man. This whole world and the society that we live in is grievous. But why? Because the red Hebrew Edomite does not follow the ways of the Heavenly Father, man. Okay.
His ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them.
Yep.
He hath said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity.
Yeah, he actually believes that, man. Okay? And that's talking about the elites. All right? They actually believe that no hell is ever going to come upon them, man. Well, like we brought out at the camp, it was that devil. Was it David Rockefeller? He got all them damn heart transplants. Then he finally dropped dead, man. But you know that nigga ran through multiple hearts, man. So he's like, hey, I ain't going through adversity. You know? And that's not something that really, they're not really plagued like that, the elites. You know? They don't really go through hell like that, man. Okay? And then they still ruling. And they actually believe we always going to be in the power seat, man. Nobody's going to take us down. Okay? We've been ruling for this long. Who's going to stop us, man? Is it more?
Yep, verse 7. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud.
Yep.
Under his tongue is mischief and vanity.
That's all that's in the red Hebrew Edomite's mouth, man. Mischief. Keep going.
He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places doth he murder the innocent.
Well, that's talking about the elites having their councils and plotting on Jake, man. Who's the innocent? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right? That's why he comes up with all these different policies and programs to destroy you, man. Okay? These things are done in secret. You don't know about it. All right? And then he pushes it out there.
It says, his eyes are privily set against the poor. It says, he lieth in wait.
Yeah, everything in private. Who's the poor? The Israelites. You black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. See, you think that the so-called white man, the red Hebrew Edomite, he's your friend, when the whole time the elites, they have secret councils to try to trap you up, to put more oppression upon you, subvert oppression, subvert racism. They don't do things to the world to make it seem like they hate you. They do things behind closed doors, and then they implement them. But then they'll tell you they love you in your face. The whole time they stabbing you in the back. You know, with all these different programs and policies, you know.
I have something real quick. It's Isaiah 10:1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and write grievousness which they have prescribed.
Yeah, unrighteous decrees, and that's all that you see here in Babylon. It's unrighteous decrees, in particular against the Israelites.
Yep.
Okay? All right, because Esau, he creates these laws and really to keep you Jakes in check.
Yep.
Okay, who's in the prison systems? Is Esau in the prison system? No. A very short group of them. Yet, who's doing all the crimes? Esau's doing all the crimes. He's literally taking your money before you even get it. Okay, he's doing all these wicked decrees. All right, under the blanket of his U.S. Constitution, under his penal code, to where then he is justified in doing those things.
He'll say it's legal according to his laws, because he set up those wicked laws to where you can actually do those things. So if you try to bring it up to him, he'll just show you in the book. It's there that he can do wickedness, do mischief, and there's nothing that you can do about it.
Yep. Oh, could you get Psalms 94:20? Real quick. Was you done on that one? You finished?
Yeah.
Gone.
This Psalms 94, verse 20. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frame
The
of
throne of iniquity is Esau. Okay, he holds the throne, so to speak, on the planet Earth. That's why his wicked policies and his wicked decrees is throughout the whole planet Earth. Okay, anybody who comes up against him, he has a course of action. Okay, against you. And what is that? It's a murder. It's death. You know, he's going to destabilize your nation. Okay, he's going to do all these hidden things, but then he's going to put the blame on you and like say, no, you're doing it.
Yeah, it's your fault.
It's your fault.
You polluted your own country.
Yeah, you're on drugs. Why are you on drugs? Now I got to set up a program for you. Now I got to bring aid to you. Okay, a perfect example is Venezuela. Okay, who's getting blamed for that? The Venezuelans. Go ahead.
shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by law.
Yeah, see, Esau, he's over there framing. To frame somebody is to set somebody up. When you frame somebody like, I was framed, that's what Esau does. He frames mischief by a law. He justifies himself by actually putting it in a law. And 9 times out of 10, the laws against you Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, it's set up perfectly to come against you. And if Esau breaks it, he's able to maneuver his way out of it. Okay, he's able to pay off politicians. He's able to pay off the judge. Okay, because he's in a high position, or they're gonna just tuck it under the rug. Okay, yeah, that was it on that one.
I'll go back here.
Okay.
Like in Psalm 10, verse 9 now. It says, he lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den.
Yeah, lie and wait secretly. Esau is secretly, lying in wait. Okay, he's secretly doing these things. He's not out in the open. All right, this is not like it's not the 1800s where he had you jakes in slavery, and you seen that. Okay, that was a slave master right there. Okay, he'll whip your back. Okay, this ain't the 1600s or 1700s. Okay, he'll whip your back. Everybody knew who the slave master was, and you knew that you were the slave. Now you think that you're free. Yeah, he's still the slave master. He's still ruling over you. Okay, he's still whipping your ass, so to speak. Okay, he's taking all your money. All right, he has destroyed your nation in the form of you not knowing your identity. Okay, that right there in itself, that's destructive in itself. For you not to know your identity, because now that you don't know your identity, he can give you anything. Okay, because you're open. You're an open receptacle, so to speak.
And that's what he did.
Yep.
He gave Jake black culture.
That's right.
Which is really just Edomite culture, man.
Yep.
He gave that to Jake, But if Jake knew who we were, or Jake knew who they were, they would know that, okay, look, I have a set of guidelines that I'm supposed to follow. I have a way that I'm supposed to live already. I have a heritage. You take away somebody's heritage, like the brother said, you're an empty vessel. You can put whatever you want in them.
And you can also, when you come up with these laws, because we're supposed to follow certain laws. Esau will come up with laws against that, and Jake is not going to buck up because they don't know.
Yep.
But if we had our so-called laws and we had our own nation, we were separate. Even though we could have been tributaries under them, so to speak. All right, there would have been some pushback against Esau. Now we ain't dealing with no homosexual. Now we ain't. That's not all that we want to deal with.
Like what the Arabs do, man. They ain't having that. They push back. But this is part of his secret agenda against you. His hidden agenda against you, man. That black culture, that's heavy. That's a heavy deal, man. Okay, and that was conjured up by the elites in secret. Okay, we're gonna give them this. We're gonna make gangster rap a thing, and they're all gonna attach themselves to it. This is gonna become the new culture for so-called blacks here in America. All right, they're gonna want to be a gangster. That's the reason why they put that gangster rap shit out there, man. That NWF set up by the elites, man. To destroy you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right.
Quick precept. Proverbs 4:16. It says, for they sleep not except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall.
That's right. Their sleep is taken away if they haven't caused any to fall, man. If they haven't come up with some policies or did something to destroy Jake, they ain't gonna go to sleep, man. They ain't gonna sleep well. All right.
For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence.
That's the red he read about these elites, man. I got a precept too. This is Psalm 64:1. It says, hear my voice, O power, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked.
Yeah, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. All right, because if you're not hidden from what's about to happen on the planet Earth, and who's going to be on the forefront, who's going to have the power to do the things that's going to happen, it's Esau. He's going to have the power to gather military forces. He's going to have the power to come against these people. He can do that right now. He can say, okay, look, shoot the so-called black man. Shut down the borders. Okay, he can do that. So if you're not hidden away from that, if the Most High doesn't take up a standard, against Esau, and you're not part of that number to be allotted to be saved, you're gonna get caught up in that. Okay, you're gonna get caught up in that wave of violence that Esau's gonna push out towards you, Jakes. We have the scripture Jacob's trouble.
Yep.
You know, this is all tying in back 1,000 years ago of Esau, our wicked twin brother, fraternal twin brother, saying in his heart that he wants to kill Jacob. All right, Isaac, our forefather, which is Yahushua, he passed. Okay, and Esau in his heart is like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna destroy Jacob. So now he's still in the workings of destroying Jacob.
Yep.
Okay, it's just on a massive scale, and he knows who Jacob is. He knows that you Latinos and you Native Americans, as well as you so-called blacks, and these different parts of the world are Israelites. He has all the records. The records never were lost. He's hit. That was part of his deception.
Yeah.
That was part of his his wicked decrees and his wicked laws. And that was part of him destroying you. Was try to take away your heritage.
Yeah.
You gonna say something?
Well, yeah, if you take away because you see how he took away our heritage, now you don't, like you were saying, you don't know who you are. You just going with the wind, so to speak. You're going with literally anything that you're being told. That's why Hosea 4:6 say our people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because they literally destroy. Since you're following the ways of death, and that's following after Esau, because he does everything contrary to how we're supposed to actually be doing things.
Well, it talks about that in Isaiah the 3rd chapter, I believe. Children are thy oppressors, and women rule over you. Who are your oppressors? Who are the children? Who is the children that the scripture is talking about? It's talking about Esau.
Yep.
He's actively oppressing you right now. Okay, in a form of his wicked laws that are disguised, so to speak, as fair, as righteous. When all the laws that he implements, even if you scratch out the laws, the way that he treats you, because he's so far above the law. He can do whatever the hell he wants to do. He can shoot you and get off on it. Even if it's in the law that he can't do that, just because who he is, they're going to find an excuse, And this is part of his system that he's able to maneuver through, because it was not set up for him. The system and the rules weren't set up for him. They were actually set up to put you in control. Can you continue?
It says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words.
Yeah, bitter words.
That they may shoot in secret at the perfect.
So that is a characteristic of the devil, is to do things in secret. So now knowing that, now you have to look at things, objectively. Okay. Who's doing things in secret? Who's able to implement laws in secret and do things and trap Israelites up? Okay. What is the real? What were the real founding fathers, so to speak? What were their real agenda? Who's really running America? Why is the so-called black man on the bottom? Why is the so-called Hispanic man on the bottom? Why did all these things happen? These are questions that you need to be asking. Yet these are questions that have already been answered by the scriptures.
Yeah, it's a systematic oppression that's going on, man. It's no coincidence that when you go to so-called black, Hispanic, or Native American neighborhood, it's full of liquor stores and just junk food, man. That's set up by design. Who set that up? The elites. Okay, like it says here, it said they shoot in secret at the perfect. They trying to destroy you, but they're doing it on a secretive tip. They're doing it from pretty much indirectly.
Right.
Directly, but indirectly. Okay, because they're using these other different. This store is going to do it. This foundation is going to do it. And you'll think like it's good for you. Like you growing up, Jake eating all kind of fucking junk food and shit. You thought that was the best thing in life, man. You know? But when you get older, you understand that you ain't supposed to eat shit like that, man. That shit is poison. It literally destroys you, man.
Yep.
And who established those things? Who caused these things to be sold in Jake's neighborhood? The elites, man. As you go to Esau's neighborhood, they don't got liquor stores like that, man. They don't got stores that just sell hella junk food, and that's like the only thing you can eat. You
The
know?
whole time, the only thing you eat.
If you want to go to the supermarket, you got to drive hella miles, and a lot of people that's in the hood don't have cars, man. So you got to catch the bus, you know, or you got to cash out for a taxi or whatnot, you know. So most of the time, Jake is going to go for what's convenient. That liquor store that's right there, man, you know.
Which is part of black culture.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually part of black culture, which was injected by Esau,
Yep.
your enemy, and that's what you should realize once you get older and once you start understanding these things. You be like, damn, this nigga was trying to kill me. How many of your family members have already how many of your family members were already victim of Esau's subvert racism?
Mm-hmm.
It's indirect racism of him trying to kill you, whether it be heart disease, cancer,
Diabetes,
Christianity,
Mm-hmm.
you know, hip hop, rap music,
Yep.
you know. Those are all indirect ways of destroying a nation.
Yep.
Okay, bring your woman against you. Okay, setting up Planned Parenthood,
Mm-hmm.
giving the woman freedom. That was all indirect ways of having your nation be destroyed. Which you don't consider that why do we need more unity? Well, you don't even consider that Esau destroyed your unity, man.
Cut.
He was the one who put billions and billions of dollars into destroying your unity, so to speak. Okay, and he's still doing it today. This whole American system is all set up on the basis of making sure the Israelites don't come together.
That's right.
Okay, whether it be in the TV, whether it be any section in life is set up to keep you Israelites asleep. Okay?
It says that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not.
Yeah, they don't fear. All right, you know, they don't have any type of fear towards Yahweh Shemal Shai. To where they can say, okay, you know what, if I do this to this person, something's gonna happen to me. You know, I just can't go out and just kill somebody. Well, I'm gonna set up this private, you know, these laws so I can put, you know, Jake in slavery. I can put the so-called black men in slavery.
Uh-huh.
You know, I can sell their children in the black market. You know, I can kill them before they come alive. They're not thinking, oh, like, you know, that's wrong, that's bad. I shouldn't do that.
Well, no, they know it's wrong. They don't believe that the Heavenly Father is paying attention to it.
God.
Since they're doing it behind closed doors.
Right.
You know? And then it's not them, you know, directly doing it. You don't got David Rothschild walking around killing so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You don't got Evelyn Rothschild walking around doing that. Jacob Rothschild ain't doing it. You know, the Rockefellers, the Oppenheimers, the DuPonts, the Gettys, they're not physically putting Jacob to death. You know, but they're communing with each other and talking and discussing about ways to put our people to death, to destroy our nation. Okay, and then they're setting up different companies or providing money to these different companies to execute that plan, man. Okay, but they like, okay, look, the Most High, you can't see this. They do it behind closed doors. You know?
Right.
They have these different meetings, like a Bilderberg meeting. They don't let no type of media inside of that. They think the Heavenly Father ain't in there, man. Like the angel is sitting there watching you, recording everything that you're talking about, man, then taking it back up to the heavens. You think because the media can't get it, the Most High don't know about it. Mm-hmm. You know?
Which that's why he got puffed up.
Mm-hmm.
And he's been doing it in his mind, what he would think in his mind for so long. And he had great success at it. Anything that he wanted to do, he was able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, damn, well, let's keep it going. Let's get the party going, so to speak.
Yep.
You know, let's do more.
I had a precept too.
God.
This is Isaiah 29 and 15. It says, woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai.
Yep.
And their works are in the dark, and they say, who seeth us and who knoweth us?
This is Esau, man. These are the minds of the Edomites, not the low-level Edomite. These are the minds of the elites, the ones that are really running the world, the ones that really have, influence. You know, the influencers of the planet Earth.
The light bearers of this world.
The so-called light bearers of this world, you know, and their light is a dark light, you know. Their light is shining forth on the whole planet Earth. To whereas the whole world dead set against you, Black, Hispanic, Native Americans.
Yep.
That's how deep his shit goes. Well, it says I think it's that in Psalm 64. The heart is deep, and we keep reading down. They have influence to where they have now made the other nations hate you Israelites, which they already hated you, yet they increased that hatred. They amplified that hatred. Mm-hmm. Also, they made other Israelites hate each other, which niggas hate each other, right? Yet Esau, he amplified it. Right. Okay? Instead of so-called bringing Jake together or bringing the world together in peace and harmony, okay, he brings it together in destruction, in adversity. Mm-hmm. You know, he's not with you Israelites making it. Because he wants the blessing.
Yep. That's what it's all about. Well, that's the scripture that we started off on. You know, Psalms Genesis 27:41. Yeah. You know, and therefore Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. Esau, he wants that birthright back, man. What's the reason why he's going through all these things? He literally is trying to exterminate, just like what Cain did to Abel. Mm-hmm. Okay, Cain murdered Abel because Abel's sacrifice was accepted by the Heavenly Father. Okay, so Cain, he thought that if he murdered Abel, then he would be accepted by the Heavenly Father because his brother ain't around. You know, and that the Most High would start accepting fruits and vegetables. But that ain't how it works, man. For you to be accepted of the Most High, you have to do the things that please Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Okay, so even if the red Hebrew Edomite was able to somehow exterminate us, he still wouldn't get the blessing, man, because he's a devil. He's wicked. All right? Yep. But he's not spiritual. He's a carnal man. So he's not thinking about that. Mm-hmm. You know? And the Most High is not going to allow you to exterminate us because he's going to intervene and stop you from doing that, man. While you are instituting Jacob's trouble, you red Hebrew Edomites, you started to institute this Rex 84, okay, and this extermination program that you have on the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American. Okay, you just start, wiping out Jake. The Heavenly Father's going to step in, man. Okay? He's going to stop you. You're going to send Michael and the angels down here, man. Have any precepts?
Yeah, we'll go back to Psalm 10.
Let me finish this up, Baba Shah. Yeah. Psalm 64:5. It says, they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily.
Yeah, they commune. They come together, you know, from all over the world. And they encourage themselves, you know, so-called give each other pats on the back, you know, exhorting them to continue in their wickedness, man.
Yep. Keep going, man.
Keep going, man. Now you're doing great. I know it failed. I know that one failed, but look, here's an extra 100 billion, you know, let's do it, you know? So, you had great success. Okay, I'm going to try that too. You know, so they're all conglomerate with each other to come against you Israelites. You know, they're looking at these entertainers. Yeah, we got him. Oh, that was a good one. Mm-hmm. Oh, they love Drake. Oh, okay, kind of. They love Drake, you know? They love all these so-called black entertainers. Let's rise up another entertainer. Yep. Let's rise up another black leader. Let's rise up a Latin leader. You know, and the whole time you think it's organic when the guy's set up, man. And they're doing all the plans of the elites, okay? Non-stop, okay? Non-stop.
So it says they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily, and that's what they do. Okay? And what's some of those privy snares that they set for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans? The snare is a trap, okay? And what's the way to trap a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American? You Israelites have them commit iniquity against Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Okay? So one of those traps is him pushing that homosexual agenda. Him setting up certain people in the so-called community to be homosexuals, and he pushes it out with his media on the forefront. Look at this black man. He's a homosexual. You see, look at this black woman. She's a lesbian. You know? Allowing these rappers to talk about adultery in their music, man. And that's the music that's pushed forth. If you got some so-called positive music, you know, they don't get played on the radio. All right? And who owns the radio stations? The Clear Channel owns it, which that's owned by the so-called Jew. All right? Amalekite, a rat, a devil. Okay? Somebody that is a part of the Illuminati, man. So they pick and choose what music goes on the radios, man. What music gets pushed over the airways. So it ain't no coincidence. Every song that you hear on the radio is talking about adultery, man. Okay, that's the red Hebrew Edomite setting the snare for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, trying to get you to go astray from Yahweh Shem Yahushua so you can get destroyed, man. Yep. Okay?
Can I precept real quick?
Time.
Habakkuk 2:15. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that putteth thy bottle to him, and makest him drunken also,
That's right.
that thou mayest look on their nakedness.
Yeah, you read again.
Habakkuk 2:15. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink.
Yeah, and that drink is talking about your these different philosophies. Okay, so the red Hebrew Edomite, he's stripped us away of the knowledge of who we were. Okay, us being Israelites, you know, our heritage. He took that away from us. He gave us some other doctrine, man. Okay, keep going.
Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, and puttest thy bottle to him,
Yep.
and makest him drunken also.
And makes him drunken. Okay, and Jacob's in that drunken state, man. Jacob's drunk off these philosophies that the red Hebrew Edomite has pushed on him. Keep going.
Says that thou mayest look on their nakedness.
Yeah, now the red Hebrew Edomite is looking at us some kind of way, but this is his doing. The reason why Jake is the way that he is because the red Hebrew Edomite gave Jake this culture, man. So-called black culture, so-called Latino culture. Okay, so-called Native American culture. The red Hebrew Edomite gave that to you, man. The different foods that you eat. Okay, your mentality towards each other. The red Hebrew Edomite gave you that.
Yeah.
Then he steps back. Oh, look at how wild these niggas are, man. Look at them. They're uncivilized. These are the ways you force upon us, though. Okay, so the Most High said, woe unto you. All right, keep going.
Yeah, verse 16 says, thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered.
Yeah, now you're being exposed, man. Which is the reason why you want to shut the internet down. Because all this is coming out. All right? So how you set all this stuff up is coming out. Okay? The strategic ways you have to destroy the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American so-called communities. All right? This is coming out now, man. All right? All the different things that you did to the Israelites to destroy them. The Tuskegee experiments. Okay? How you was injecting people with syphilis down there in Guatemala. That's coming out now, man. All via the internet. All right, so you getting exposed. Now you getting exposed, man. Keep going.
Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered.
Yes, said thou art filled with shame for glory. So this great country, so-called great country that you built up, you like to say, oh, this is the greatest country in the world. Well, look how you obtained it, man. Through rape, robbery, and murder. All right, but that's a shameful act. Okay, those things bring shame upon your name, man. Which is the reason why you want to sweep it under the rug. You don't really talk about that in history. When you go to school, they don't teach you about the truth about what was going on during the time of slavery and the truth about how this country was established. They'll go into it a little bit, or they'll tell you some damn lie, man. Oh, the island of Manhattan was bought for 13 cents worth of beads. You know, just completely leaving out how you murdered the people that was on that island, man. And then you took it over. You know. Oh, Thanksgiving. That was see. We had the Pilgrims came, and then they met with Native Americans, and Native Americans taught them how to farm and grow corn, and then they all lived happily ever after. Nah, nigga, you killed them after that, man. Okay, and Thanksgiving. They had multiple days for celebration when you go into the origins of that holiday, man. Every day they would go out and murder hundreds of Native Americans, and they would throw a feast, man. Okay? And that damn devil, George Washington, it got so out of hand, he's like, look, y'all can't be doing this all the time, man. We're just going to make it one day. Okay? And then that's where Thanksgiving comes from, man. But they don't teach you that in school. They all see the Native Americans. They help the Pilgrims, and you know now we have Thanksgiving. That's what Thanksgiving's about. You know, being thankful for whatever you have. Okay, which the red Hebrew Edomite, he's thankful for that sword, man.
Yep.
Okay, that he used to slay Jacob. And keep going.
It says, the cup of Yahweh's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory.
And that's what's going on, man. All these nations, when they curse you out, basically. Okay? Anytime you come up with some kind of human rights atrocities or accusations against some other nation, they bring up your track record, man. Okay? Like every time when that Ahmadinejad, when he was the president of Iran, every time he went to the UN General Assembly, he cursed America out, man. And the diplomats of America and Israel, because he cursed them out too, they left. You know, and what was he bringing up? What you did to the Native Americans, what you did to the so-called black man. Okay? And America walked. All right? They walked, they had to get out of there, man, because they can't handle it. All right? You read that again?
Yep, Habakkuk 2 and 16. It says, "Thou art filled with shameful glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered.
Yep.
The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee,
Yep.
and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory."
And shameful spewing is on your glory, man. Okay, this great country, America, was built upon rape, robbery, and murder. There's nothing great about this place, man. This place is polluted. Okay, it's a bunch of dead bodies everywhere, man. From the murder that you did to obtain this land. Okay? And everybody knows it, man.
Everybody knows what's going on.
That's it.
Yep, quick one.
Okay.
Obadiah verse 10. "For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever."
That's right. And that's what's going to happen to you. You're going to be exterminated eventually.
Right.
All right? Well, you want to exterminate Jacob, you're going to get exterminated. All right? The scriptures say, "Whoso diggeth the pit shall fall therein," man.
That's right.
All right? More on that?
Oh, no, that was
All right, Kyle, I'll finish this up. Jacob wrap up in a little bit, too. This is back in Psalm 64 and 5. It says, "They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them?"
And that's the mentality of these so-called white people. You know, when they talking amongst each other, they feel like that nobody's seen them because, like brother's been going into, they do all these things behind closed doors. Most of these meetings, when they passing out these laws and these implementing these different things, these different laws and setting it up to where our people are at the bottom. They're doing it in secret. Nobody else knows in the public, so to speak. So you got our people out here that actually think that voting or trying to be a so-called positive person in the world and all this other BS is going to change anything when it's not.
Yep.
You know, because you have the wicked in rulership. And as long as the wicked are in rulership, at the end of the day, it's going to continue to be wickedness on the earth.
That's right.
They're pushing their vibration on the earth.
Verse 6, it says, "They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search."
Yeah, this is literally what the so-called white man does. You see, like, all type of articles every single day coming out on Esau of the wickedness that he do, and this is what he likes to search out: how to do more mischief, destruction, like the 5G thing.
Oh man,
Esau wants to research how to allegedly, what he say to the people in the world to make internet speed and all this other stuff faster, when that's not even really what it's for. It's really to destroy you. He tell y'all just to make it sound cool. Oh, it's gonna make your internet speed go quicker. You can download a movie in 3 minutes instead of waiting hours.
Yeah, to make you accept it. But really, Salakia, there are ways to transmit energy and information that are it's not harmful to creatures. Right. You know, it's not harmful to men. It's not harmful to the animals, the insects. It's not harmful to creation. This nigga literally searched out.
Yep.
He found a way. Okay, you can do it like this. Then he tested. Does it kill things? No. Let's keep going. We need something else, man. We gotta find we gotta find another method. Oh, this works. Oh, but what does it do to people? Don't do nothing. We gotta find another way.
Awesome.
Oh, 5G. It kills people, causes cancer. Put it out there. You know, he does that with everything, man. Okay, like the elder Wamba was going into. This nigga, he'll take organs of different jakes that get put to death. You know, he'll do tests on it, man. Okay, and see what certain things are detrimental to those organs specifically. You know, based upon our DNA. Okay, and then what does he do? He puts those compounds in the food and puts them in your community, man, to destroy you.
Oh, like Monsanto's. You know, those Terminator seeds.
Yep.
There's certain you have to buy the pesticides with them.
Okay.
Because there are actual pesticides that are only for that particular plant to work on that so-called seed. So the same rules apply when going into Jake. There's actual chemicals inside the food, okay, and around Jacob's area that's only affecting Jacob. You know, because he studied Jacob.
Yep.
Okay. All these technological advancements in medical, in medical history, these different surgeries. How do you think they were able to complete those surgeries? The heart transplants and, going into the brain, understanding the circulatory system, understanding the lymphatic system, be able to chop off limbs and reattach them. But how did you think he found that out? Did he just one day, by his high intellect, he was able just to be able to do it? No, he went through trial and error. And who was his test subject? It was Jake.
Yep.
And there's countless articles on that. Okay, I believe his last name is Miriam. which they call him the father of gynecology. And you have the black woman running to their gynecologist.
Yeah.
The whole time, the way that was started, that whole field was started, was by a dude that didn't even have a medical degree.
Yep.
And he was just, testing on so-called black slaves. Okay? And through trial and error, oh, that one's dead. All right, toss that one. Oh, that one, no, we got to do it again. Excruciating pain. They perfected the art of what they have today, and that goes in all the fields, It was first tested upon Jake. They'll test it upon animals. So this dude, he got a lot to pay for, man. That's why he's going to be exterminated, man, after that 1,000 years of hardcore slavery. And those days are going to be slow for your ass, Esau. You know how the Lord, he's shortening up the day for the elect. Yeah. All right. Well, he gonna through the Spirit, he gonna lengthen them days for your ass, man.
That's right.
All right. So you can feel pure maximum pain. Okay, double.
Well, it says in the scripture that one day in the Lord's time is 1,000 years to us. So time might be reversed. So it's gonna that one day might be 1,000 years.
God.
Oh, bro, that's true.
So it's gonna feel like forever for them. Just like how these Christians say you're gonna burn in hell forever. Yeah. It's gonna feel like forever for Esau. When you go into captivity, it's gonna feel like you've been in there longer than you ever been in rulership.
Well, yeah, and then Jake gonna have spiritual power to manipulate that too. Yep. Esau, he got these different movies where he can come into your mind and manipulate the time. He'll slow it down, which there's certain herbs you can take that can actually slow down your perception will be able to be slowed down. There's certain herbs you can take. You was gonna say something on it? Okay, okay. Yeah, you'll be able to slow things down to where, manipulate the time to where you catching hell. It's only been 30 seconds, and you've been in hell for 1,000 years. All right, watch the movie Inception. All right, they was in there with not even a couple minutes. All right, and they was in there for 70 years, man.
And the deeper they go, the longer time gets. Yep. Or the dude, he was old as hell, man.
Yep.
He came down there and found him. He was old as shit, but they was only in there for a few minutes.
The Japanese dude?
Yeah. He had to go get him.
And pain is received through your neural system, your nervous system. So all you got to do is just turn it on and turn it off.
Yep.
Okay, we don't have to actually chop things off, which that's gonna happen. All we got to do is manipulate it to where you feel pain. Okay, you think you dreaming, and you catching pure hell.
Got something real quick. Ezekiel 25:12. Thus said the Lord power, because that Edom have dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and have greatly offended and revenged himself upon them. Therefore, thus said the Lord power, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom.
Yeah. And that's what you're gonna see happen. Because Esau, he furthered the affliction because it was supposed to be for a period of time that we was under him, but he wanted to keep it going.
Yep.
He was like, nah, y'all gonna stay under me forever. Because he wanted like a brother's been going into, he wants the blessing. So his mentality is like, nah, y'all gonna be my slaves. Instead of him being vice versa, how it's supposed to be, he being our servant, he want us to serve him forever. And the Lord, he's finna stretch his hand upon these Edomites. And you see it actually happening now. That's why you see all the prophecies starting to come to pass. All right, Esau's catching more hell. All right, this place is out of here because the Lord is stretching his hand upon America and upon Esau.
Oh, and another thing, all these places that were once just filled with Edomites, they're being overran by Jake.
Yep.
And Esau can't do anything against it. He can't do anything to stop it. I mean, Jake's is just like populated.
Yep.
And what's happening? They're coming into your neighborhood. And then your woman is leaving you and getting with Jake and having children. Not particularly like leaving you per se, but that does happen. Yeah, your daughters and your nieces and shit. Yeah. They've been influenced by what you gave them, black culture. Now it's that black culture is turning against you because Jake made it. It made it look good. He made it sexy, so to speak. He made it provocative.
Yeah. Turned it lively.
He made it lively, because Jake's in the spirit, when if life gives you lemons, make lemonade.
Right.
So everything's already attracted to Jake. Okay, so now everybody is attracted to Jake, including your woman, and that's part of the downfall of the Red Hebrew Edomite. Okay? Would you try to do that to her? You literally put billions of dollars in doing it and breaking up our family. when you didn't do that to your family, yet your family's being broken up now. And what is Jake doing? He dancing, okay, singing, dancing, driving nice cars. I'm not talking about on a massive scale, but yet everything is being translated now. We're in the process of the kingdom being translated, okay, and those thermonuclear missiles, which is going to destroy you and your hegemony, that's going to be the icing on the cake to really to put Jake on the top. That's when Jake is going to be on the top. Right now, Esau is seeing that Jake is climbing the top, and he's like, oh shit. He's going to have to implement Rex 84 like the elder was going into, Project Megiddo. Okay, he's going to have to declare martial law. Why is he going to have to declare that? Because he's going to be overran by Jakes and the influence that Jacob has. First and foremost, starting with the prophets of Yahweh Shema Shai. That's where everything really starts. Yeah. That's when Esau started really getting taken down, is when the prophets of Yahweh Shema Shai were placed out on the highways and hedges. That's when he started tumbling down, all right, in a precipitous decline. You know?
You see? It's Ezekiel 25:13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom, and will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of Dedan shall fall by the sword.
It's just talking about the destruction of America. All right, the Most High is going to wipe everything off of this place, man. Keep going.
And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to my anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, said the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
That's right. So the Most High is going to rise up the nation of Israel to execute judgment and vengeance upon you red Hebrew Edomites in the next kingdom to come. That's what you red Hebrew Edomites have to look forward to, man. So all this wickedness that you're doing, you're going to get paid back for it, man. And the Israelites are going to be allowed to get revenge upon you. All right?
So our Lord says He's going to put His anger upon us to execute the judgment.
Time.
All right, because that counsel that Esau's trying to hide, that wickedness that he's trying to hide, the Lord knows it all. You know, so what He's going to put His anger upon us, and we're going to just annihilate you devils.
That's right. Yeah. Anything else? Okay, hey, so with that, Yahweh Shema Shai willing, this is an edifying lesson. When you all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
Double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone. Hey, Shalom.
Shalom.